Your masculine is the catalyst to your awakening. And that is the bigger picture here. And an awakening is when you start to question everything about your life. And the role of your masculine was to awaken you so you can come back and remember who you are. An awakening is not always easy because in the beginning you're trying to understand what is the reason behind it and why your masculine came in to awaken you, especially when they leave and you're in separation or what appears to be separation. But really, there is no separation. And this is what you begin to understand as the feminine. You begin to understand that there never was a separation. They never really did run, even though it appears that way in the 3D. You're understanding that they are simply a fragment of you, a projection of you, and their role was to be that mirror to you. And you're also understanding how the universe works. It's not simply that we are just a human being, right? We have a body, we have this avatar that we want to take care of, but we are a spiritual being and we are powerful as a spiritual being. And we have forgotten who we are through all the conditioning throughout our lives. When you start to remember who you are, you realize that everything around you is energy. Although people, things, and situations appear separate from us, they are not. Your masculine is not separate from you. I am not separate from you. People around you are not separate from you. And once you really start to hone in on the oneness, the unity consciousness rather than the separation consciousness, which is what we've been taught most of our lives. Now this awakening is awakening you to the fact that you are not separate from your masculine. In fact, what you believe to be true will happen. If you believe that you are separate, that they are running from you, then that is your identity. Your identity is, I am someone who is separate from my masculine because they are over there with someone else, or they are just over there and I am over here. And when you continue to believe that, they will continue to stay over there with someone else or not with someone else, and you are over here. And this is really important to understand, because when you begin to realize that you are not separate from your masculine, you are not separate from me, that we are all one consciousness, and the longer you're on this awakening, the more your consciousness begins to expand. When you stop looking and seeking for what you already are, you are the love that you believe he or she is going to give you. You are that love. That love came from you, and you projected it to your masculine to reflect it back to you. And that is what this whole awakening is. It's helping you remember that there's nothing out there that is separate. You are actually creating every experience that you see in the 3D. So when you see the 3D and you don't like what you see, you actually created that. Now, you could say, well, I didn't mean to create that. That's not what I want in the 3D. And what you need to remember is that you created that so you can experience the separation and realize that that is not who you are, that you are not separate from everyone. So that is actually the duality of the 3D Earth, is that we came here to have a human experience and to experience the duality, the light and the dark, the good and the bad. But in actuality, in the 5D, there is no good or bad. There is no light or dark. It's all neutral. And you're always being guided by your higher self to go back to that neutrality, to remember that we are all one, that there is no separation, that even though it appears as though they are separate, they are not separate. So you want to really switch the mindset here and realize that the more you perceive separation, the more you're going to see separation. The more you see unity, the more you will experience unity. So whenever you are still chasing your masculine, still waiting for them, you're telling the universe that you don't have it, and you will get more of what you don't have. So when you start embodying the love that you believe they will give you, start embodying that now, then you will slowly start to see your DM come back in. So the idea is to experience the love now, to experience the devotion that you want from them now. And you have the opportunity to do that. So you could say, well, Annalisa, how do you do that? How do you experience the devotion? How do you experience the love that he or she gave you? I can't experience that on my own. But, dear friend, you can. You can experience it on your own. You have always been that love because there is nothing outside of you. It's all been you. All the experiences come from you. And you gave the role to your masculine to show it back to you, to mirror it back to you. So you have that within you, and you can give it to yourself through your everyday actions, through hugging yourself, through being graceful to yourself, being easy on yourself, forgiving yourself, and realizing that you are the love, and that is your natural programming. It's the natural part of you is love. And it brings me back to the analogy that I used to use of loving a baby. When you see a baby, or you had a child, you love that baby, and there are no conditions. You look in that baby's eyes and you see how pure they are, and you love your baby just because they are alive, because of the pureness. And that is who you are. You are that pureness. You are that love. You don't need that love outside of you. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a relationship. Yes, you should and can have a relationship with your masculine. But first, this awakening is helping you remember not to give your power away, not to look for validation like you did most of your life. Now you want to validate you. You want to love you. And once you begin to love you, really love you, then your masculine will show that back to you as well. So you see, the validation that you believe your masculine is giving you, it's actually within you. And when you remember this, when you start to feel this, then your frequency will be sent out to the universe, and the 3D will reflect that as well. And that is when abundance starts coming in, because you are abundance. You are abundance. You are manifesting everything. You are the manifestation. You don't need anything to come in, because you are that. And when you start being that, then the 3D paradoxically will show that back to you. So I'm going to end it there because I wanted to keep it short. If you need any help, feel free to reach out. I am more than happy to help. I'm sending you all so much love.